Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back. My name is Fizz. We are back with another ARK Survival Evolved Fjord video, and today in this video we're going to be going over everything you need to know about the Andrewsarchus. In my honest opinion, just like the bird, this creature is actually really fun. I'm not gonna lie, the bird, if you saw the first video on the top right, the Andrewsarchus is like kind of a toy, and on my honest opinion, and the amount of times that I've had fun just running around murdering everything with this Gatling gun is absolutely incredible. So sit back, relax, and enjoy, and let's go over everything you need to know about the Andrewsarchus. But before we start, make sure you like and subscribe. These videos did take a long time to make, so I'd appreciate it. But anyways, let's get right into it. Now, let's start with actually where he spawns. So he can spawn roughly anywhere in the main map of Fjord. On the screen, there's a bunch of different regions as well. And also, I will put in the description down below cheat SPIs and also the GPS coords as well, because as well as something else. This guy, for taming, you need a couple things. Number one, you need obviously to find it. Number two, you need to get a ghillie suit, because it's going to be helpful for getting on him. What? I'll explain in a second. And then lastly, you need honey. Honey is its preferred food because it's actually kind of a, how would you say, an equus taming mechanic, kind of. So anyways, here are some locations for honey. I've put some GPS coords as well. My main area, I would say, that you should probably go to is in the Vannaland area. There's a bunch of hives there, wild hives. You don't actually need to go tame any bees on this map. You can just go break the hives and stuff and get honey from them. But yeah, so there you go. That's how you get the honey. Now, you have to actually sneak up behind it, throw honey on the ground, and then mount it. This is how you actually tame it. And then you have a little mini game. So the mini game is pretty damn simple. All you need to do is on keyboard and mouse is do A or D, whichever way the arrow is pointing. I'm assuming on console it would be going left or right controller. Basically, and that's basically it. You just need to do the combinations, hold it down. When it hits red, you take it off, and then you wait until you get the next command. You just need to basically do that, and that's how you get your taming effectiveness up, and that's also how you get your taming percentage up. During the taming process, he will indeed get infuriated with you, and he will yeet you off. I'm gonna keep calling this the yeet ability, but he's going to yeet you off into the distance and then start trying to attack you. You basically want to get away as soon as possible. Sometimes he will not aggro you, but if you get hit on like a tree or a rock or something and you're in the line of sight of him, he will then try to kill you. My best bet for my success that I've had is basically run as fast as you can, maybe use a flyer, fly away, get up high, de-aggro him, wait for him to not be aggro to you, get on top of a cliff, then wait, throw the honey back down, crouch behind him, run and sprint onto him, and then continue the process, and then until you're done. Basically, that's all you have to do. It's a really simple tame, in my honest opinion. Obviously the ghillie is kind of a extra barrier, but you don't really need it, I don't think, but I've had more success wearing it to be able to sneak up behind it. So there's my 2 cents on that. Now, the Andrewsarchus has to be honest, a lot of abilities, and it does actually remind me of a tank. This guy is extremely fast, including in the water. Now, in Dossier, it does say it's good for getting pearls, but to be honest, I don't see it helping at all, because if you do not have it whistled, it's just gonna float right back up to the surface. So make sure if you're actually gonna use it to dive down, make sure you have it whistled to you, so that way it doesn't actually float away. It is extremely fast on land and water. It actually also does have a speed bonus on land, where you can actually, when you're getting up to a like rhino charge, you can actually smash through trees and rocks and any other kind of debris with not stopping, which is really cool. It also has 3 speed boosts. I believe that's the max it can have, that you can basically get up to speed faster, so that way if you hit something that like a Rex or something, you can continue your speed after you've moved away from it. So it's really cool. It's very fast. And obviously with speed, you have to have drifting and sliding. He's really good with that, really cool. When you are just initially driving while being in turret mode, you have to swing your camera to left or right. It is a little bit hard to get used to, I do have to admit, but but after playing around for a couple hours or so, you can indeed master the ability to drift around trees and rocks and stuff, or going down paths and everything. So it's not terribly too bad, but when you get into the turret mode, which we'll go over that in a second, it gets a lot harder to drive. He does have two abilities based off of just the creature itself. He has a left click, which is just a standard bite, and then my favorite, which I am calling it the yeet ability, he can basically roundhouse kick anything behind him, which is incredibly amazing in my honest opinion. Being able to just kick people away and also just creatures away is truly fun. And as you could tell, I've been kicking sheep in this video because, you know, they're the one things that you can just yeet off cliffs and everything. Now, when you actually have the turret installed and actually using it, it's pretty damn remarkable. So this saddle scales off of two different values. It scales off of armor and damage. You can definitely find different qualities for this guy's saddle on Fjord from the different loot drop. Now, the saddle takes advanced rifle bullets, so have fun crafting all those. You can have indeed the bullets in your inventory or in the creature's inventory. Doesn't matter. It will use both. It has 360 degree camera view shooting angle, and to activate it you just hit control on your keyboard. I don't know what it is on console, I'm very sorry. And basically you can run and move and shoot at the same time. Now, like I said earlier, it's a little hard to do this because one, you're trying to aim and shoot, and two, you're trying to drive. Well, Wildcard has thought of this and actually added a way to you to actually skid, drift around different corners and stuff when you're in turret mode. So when you're in turret mode, you can actually hit A or D double tapping to be able to do a quick dodge, drift to the left or right depending on which way you want to go. Now, it's a little finicky, but you'll be able to do it. And also, I forgot to mention this earlier, there is a small initial drift boost for the initial first drift that you've made, so that way you can get back up to speed very, very quickly. In this, you can definitely feel it when you're in turret mode a lot more, but it's really cool. Turret mode can be used in third person or in first person. You have this beautiful look of the interior from Wildcard. They've made a little Thor thing and also an Easter egg thing on the left side. Can't talk about it. I don't think I can because they told me not to. You have to figure it out yourself, so there you go. But anyways, yeah. And one last thing I want to say, you can indeed bring this guy to the final boss arena, which I think is absolutely incredible. And I haven't tested it on any of the other bosses because I haven't had any time, but it was really fun just to fight the final boss with this guy. So this guy is going to be truly really good. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that is the Andrewsarchus. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like and subscribe and follow. You can check at the top right once again if you want to check out any of the videos that I've been posting. They'll also be in the description down below and also probably pinned comments as well. And thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and we'll see you guys on the bat video coming up next.